Rangers hijack a Champions League star from under Celtic's nose. Esposito set to run riot in midfield. Goals, tackles, chaos. Dezers ready to swap Ibrox for the MLS. And we could cash in big. Transfers, tension, and total madness. I'm Alex. If you live for Rangers, hit subscribe now. No filters, no fluff, just fire. This league's a pantomime, and we're the only ones queuing at the box office with a serious face. Rangers have made contact with Ouattara, a proper baller, Champions League pedigree, 20 years old, Monaco blood, and guess who else is sniffing around? Aye, that lot, Celtic. Oh, they've barely wiped the champagne off their fake treble t-shirts, and already they're trying to swoop in. But here's the twist, they're not alone. PSV, Augsburg, Toulouse, even Metz. A whole European buffet, but it's Rangers that have stepped forward. Bold, no nonsense. Contact made, game on. Monaco don't want a loan. No, they want cash. They want a proper fee, because Ouattara's no mug, League One appearances, France under-21 cap, and a motor down that left flank like he's got rockets strapped to his boots. This lad's got menace, pace, and he's got a shot like a mule's kick. But let me spell it out, this is more than a signing. This is a test of intent, a test of steel. You let Celtic get him? That's surrender. That's waving the white flag before the whistle. You bring him to Ibrox, you send a message, a loud one they can hear from the top of the East End. Why do we need him? Because Max Aarons on the left is like putting a kilt on backwards. It looks wrong, it feels wrong, and you know it's going to end in disaster. Aarons is a right back, Tavernier's natural rival. You stick him on the wrong flank and ask him to cut in like he's Arjen Robben. Madness. Ouattara ends the debate. Left foot, left side, natural, hungry, defends like a guard dog, bombs forward like he's got somewhere to be. He's not some raw kid either. He scored against Torino last week and he's been scrapping in League One with the big boys. Let me put it simply, this lad makes Jefte and Ridvan sweat for their places. And that's what we need. Competition, bite, hunger, not passengers, not projects, proven talent. Meanwhile, the Celtic circus keeps rolling on. They're trying to pounce like vultures. Classic. Wait for us to do the scouting, then slide in with their brown envelopes and dodgy grin. But will they convince him? Can they offer him Champions League nights that matter? Or just another season pretending their group stage hammerings are memorable? The real question is this. Will Rangers step up and show the guts to fight this fight to the end? Or will we watch another talent slip through while the board count pennies and the East End laughs? Tell me, how many more players do you want to see wearing green who should have been ours in the first place? They say silence speaks volumes, but Dezers finally opened his mouth, and it sounds like he's already packing his bags for Miami. Let's start where the action is. Salvatore Bloody Esposito. Now, that's a player, not a project, not a gamble, not a boy wonder with a highlights reel from youth matches. A man, 24 years old, 34 appearances, 7 goals, 9 assists, 18 big chances created, and we're talking about Serie B here, not some farmers league. While Gassama and Moore are still trying to tie their boots the right way round, Esposito's out here dictating games, splitting defenses, and planting set pieces in the top bin like he's Pirlo on a caffeine high. You think Gassama's exciting? More? They're nursery rhymes. Esposito is the full symphony. He doesn't just pass, he hurts you with the ball. 2.4 key passes per game, over 6 ball recoveries, 7 duels won every game. You know what that is? That's war in the middle of the pitch. That's the sort of player you unleash in a derby, not wrap in cotton wool. And don't forget, this lad curled one past AC Milan from a set piece in Serie A. You hear that, Celtic? He's already done it against better than you. So the question is, are we serious or not? Because this signing doesn't just upgrade our midfield, it sends a message to every other club in Scotland, and especially across the city, that Rangers mean business, proper business. Now on to Dezers, or should I say the Nigerian who's mentally sunbathing in South Beach already. Serial pal, we get it. You want the American dream, MLS, sushi in Tokyo, maybe a braai in Cape Town, good for you. But here's the thing, we're not running a retirement home. This is Rangers. This is war. He scored 29 goals, sure. But let's be honest, how many sitters did he miss? How many attacks fell apart at his feet? You know it, I know it, and clearly Russell Martin knows it because Danilo's been handed the reins. Dodgy hamstrings and all. We signed Dezers for £4.5 million. Now we're asking for £6 million. That's not just a transfer, that's daylight robbery if it goes through. Sell now, before someone sobers up and checks the tape. The guy's got 2 years left, he's 30, and he's flirting with every league that ends in exotic. What more do you need? A postcard from Miami? If we're serious about depth, if we're serious about trophies, if we're serious about building a squad that dominates, you ship out the passengers and bring in the killers. And Esposito, he's a killer. No Instagram hype, no YouTube compilations, just grit, goals, and glory. Will Rangers go bold? Or do we let another midfield general slip while we hang on to a striker who's already dreaming of Disney World? If you're still here, you know this is the place for proper Rangers fury. Hit subscribe now so you never miss a moment. They won't show you this on telly. And if you missed yesterday's video, go watch it now. We tore into the madness behind that ridiculous Celtic decision. You'll love it.